Hola, thank you for choosing here and welcome. In this video, we are going to revise KCSE English Paper 1 prediction question. We are going to deal with several questions, so you want to pay attention to the end, or you want to watch this video to the end because you never know. You might get one question from this in your KCSE. And if you're new, don't forget to support me by subscribing and leaving your comments. So whatever you have seen there is our first question, and I'm going to read it again. Consider the following oral literature item. It's here. For the Kalenjins, how do you say that? Let me try. Mi moek moek a moita. I guess it's Kalenjin, I'm not sure, I'm just guessing. But that is our first question. You're going to answer our question from these small parts. And in English it means there is a wound in a calf's stomach. And then the first question, identify the above genre, which is 1 mark. Identify the above genre. Very good, you're right. The genre is a tongue twister. It is a tongue twister. I'm going to write it here. So make sure to use the correct spelling of the word tongue twister. And the second question, when I read it, identify and illustrate 2 features of sounds in the above genre. We have so many sound features. We have alliteration, assonance, consonance, rhyme, onomatopoeia, and so on. But then you gotta check which ones are present in our tongue twister, because we now know. And first, we have the alliteration. I decided to write down the answers first because it's hard for me to use this side. So we are going to identify the sound features. And we have, one is alliteration. We have these consonant sounds, mi, moit, moita. The M has been repeated. So you're going to write it in the right way, alliteration, then underline the only repeated sound. So you're gonna be careful when underlining to underline the only repeated sound. So we have the and the and you can add this but don't add this one because it's somehow far. We have to follow each other closely, so this should not be there. The ones that are following closely. So we also have consonants, consonant sounds being repeated in the end or at the end or in the middle of a word. Here they are repeated at the end. So we have consonants, and then you're gonna illustrate words, that and that have been repeated and it is following each other closely. Next question, still from this one. Okay, let me read from my paper. What will be lost if the above genre is translated from its original language? Has already been translated, and it means there is a wound in a calf's stomach. So it's sounding different. What has been lost? So you have to use your eyes and see. First, you can see the sound features have been lost. We don't have the consonants, we don't have the alliteration. So whatever has been lost is the sound feature, and then quote, alliteration and the consonants. And finally, give the function or the role of the above genre. Now we are going to give the functions of tongue twisters. They have many of them, but I'm going to give you 2, the most simple one. They are used for entertainment. And number 2, they are used to teach pronunciation. They are used to teach pronunciation, or what we call pronunciation training. And so you're gonna go back to your notes and check the whole topic of tongue twisters, because they might fail to ask you the role and they ask you the features of tongue twisters. And the first one that I can remember for now, they are alliterative. I guess they are short. but check the other features to be on the safe side. Question 2 reads, underline the silent letters in the following words. And the words are on the board. The first word is this one, the sword, the sword. So the letter that is silent is this. I don't know how you pronounce it. How do we call this letter? The double U or the double V? But maybe you can tell me in the comments how you usually call this letter. I'll be happy. I'll be waiting eagerly. And the second word is supposed to be debris. Debris. The S is silent. Always make sure that if you are underlining, you only underline the only letter that is silent. Don't be careless in underlining. So we have our silent letter as the S. And the other one is, can you guess? Yeah, supposed to be grandmother. Grandmother. The da, this da is silent. Not grand, but grandmother. Just like in the word sandwich. Sandwich, not sandwich. Sandwich. Okay? The other one, we go to the one that I used to call it boquet. Boquet. When I was little, until I need the correct pronunciation. It's supposed to be a bouquet. Bouquet. So the ta, the T, it's not pronounced. We have the next visual, and the C again is not pronounced. Lastly, we have the core, and here we have two silent letters, the P and the S. So P and S are silent letters in the word core, not corpse, core. It's not our language anyway, but we are trying to learn. The second last question, which is the odd one out in the following group of words, in the following groups of words based on the underlined sounds? So we are here. So we're gonna try to do it. Pronunciation will help. So supposed to be beer, ear, bear, air, bear, air, pear, air. So here we have the ear, the diphthong. Here we have the air, the air. So the odd one out is the beer. We have the ER, a diphthong, ear. 2, tough, giraffe, doe, photograph. Now you have the answer. It is the doe. Here we're pronouncing the sound, but he is just doe. Lastly, honest, honor, heifer, air. So as you can see, you already have the answer. If you know the correct pronunciation now, it is the heifer. Because the her in honest is not pronounced silent H. But here we pronounce the H, heifer. Lastly, I hope you're getting something that you didn't know or something new. If yes, just give me a comment. Let's interact. For each of the words below, provide another that is identical in pronunciation. Homophones, actually. Yeah, words with the same pronunciation but different spellings and meaning. We have supposed to be glue, pronounced the same as this glue. Gonna check what it means. And then we have the soul, and your soul. Bless my soul, the soul. And then we have the bird, this white bird, and bird. I'm bored today. I don't know why, but it's bird and bird. Lastly, we have the tar. Actually, it's supposed to be tar, not tear. Tar and the tar. Yeah. I hope you get it. You get it? Right. And that brings us to the end of our lesson today. Thank you so much for watching. In case you have a question, I'll be ready to respond. And thank you once again, and bye-bye.